everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my kind of everyday eye makeup that I wear using the Blank Canvas Master Series palette. Master Series palette is my favourite palette of all time. I love it for creating eye looks. It's great if you're in a rush and you need to create a quick eye look, but it's also fantastic if you have a little bit more time to do gorgeous smoky eye. And I love the colours. I've already done my brows off camera. Yeah, so I'll just get straight into it. So the first thing that I do, and I do this every time I do my eye makeup, and I also do this on clients as well, and I find this works really well, is I use my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in shade Fair, and I use this as a base for my eyeshadow. So all I do is I take a small amount of it on the wand and I go straight onto the lid. This will help cover up any kind of vascularity or veins on the eyelid or any discoloration, and it'll also help the eyeshadows to stick really well. So using this brush from Penny's, it's the Smoky Eye brush. I actually use this for concealer, I think it's brilliant. I just buff that out. Look at that coverage that gives to the lid. And I get no creasing at all, and my eyeshadows stay really nice and pigmented with this. So just make sure it's nice and smooth. And if you wanted to, now I don't actually do this myself, but you could go into the Lily shade, which is this shade here. And you could use that as a base to set down that colour. What I usually do is I go straight into Strut, which is this colour here. And using a fluffy brush, this one's from Fuchsia. Something like this, a fluffy kind of head on it. I go straight into that colour, tap off the excess, and I go straight into my crease. I find that the colours are slightly more intense if I don't use Lily as a base shade. If I use Lily as a base shade, I can lose a little bit of the brightness of the colours. And that collection base is matte enough that you can go straight in. And see how nice it blends. And that's what I do as my base. And then I use a kind of a pencil brush. This one is from Crown Brush. I use this, and then I go into usually Carmin next, which is this one here. And I put that into my crease, but I don't kind of fluff it out as much as I did with the Strut. And that'll just create a little bit of a deeper appearance to it. I don't have a deep crease on my eyes, and I have a lot of space between my brow and my crease, so I usually bring it up quite high, but you don't have to bring it up as high if your eyes aren't the same shape as mine. So I bring this and I focus this into the crease then. And using that first brush, I just marry the two together. I bring it down to the outer third of my eye slightly. Then what I do is I go into the shade Cocoa, which is this one, and I put that on the outer third of the eye. I just bounce it up and down. And then on the very, very edge, I go into Hickory, which is this shade here. You can tell which are my favourite shades because I've hit pan on them all. And then Hickory just goes on the very, very, very outer corner here. Just give me a little bit of depth, so I'm just going to place it down and then I'm going to blend it out in a second. These eyeshadows need very, very little work. They are actually a dream to work with. They are amazing quality. And that's usually my finished eye look. If I am feeling like Going a little bit fancier, I go into Goddess, which is this shade here. And I just use a little lip brush, I think it's a lip brush, from Blank Canvas, and I just bring that in onto the lid. Same brush, I just go into my brow bone with Lily, which is that white shade from the beginning. Cutting out any brow, just use a spoolie, push it through, and then I go into my liner. Okay, so for liner, I usually use the Essence Liquid Ink if it's a day look, because this one washes off really easily. If it's a nighttime look, I usually use my Inglot 77 gel liner, because that liner will not budge. Something that's just going to be easy to remove, and it's going to give you the effect, and it's easy to use. I love this one. Now, so once my liner is done, I usually go back into this shade Corruption here, and I just pop that right here. And then I just do the exact same steps to the underneath of my eye, so Corruption on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to use Carmin next. And then I go into Strut as my last shade. And I bring my concealer then and I tidy up the underneath. But before I do that, I always do my mascara and my lashes. So I'm using this one from Penny's, this Lash Out Long Lasting Mascara. To be honest, it's not great, but when you're putting false lashes on, it doesn't really matter anyway. So pop that on first. Now, and the lashes that I'm using today are these Demi Wispies. I buy these in a 5-pack from Sally's. They're a professional supplier, but you can just go in off the street and you can buy them from there as well. You don't have to be a professional. And I just take it back out. Just take them out, you just look at your thumb and you pull it like that. And then that stops you from ruining the band of them or, you know, pulling off the ends or anything like that. So I'm going to pop those lashes on off camera. I'll do the rest of my base off camera and I'll come back to chat to you then. So this is my completed look now. This is my everyday eye makeup look. I know it's quite heavy for an eye makeup look and wouldn't be everybody's everyday makeup, but I actually work as a makeup teacher and I work in the beauty industry, so this is the kind of makeup that I wear on a day-to-day basis. If you wanted to, you could just use different colours and pare it back a little bit. You don't have to go as heavy as I did, but this is how I wear it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a really highly requested one. and I hope that you got some ideas from my tutorial of how to use your palette, or if you were kind of sitting on the fence as to whether to buy it or not, definitely buy it. It's well worth it. It's a really, really good palette. I love using it. I use it all the time, pretty much every single day. So if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos like this. And if you found this helpful in any way, or you learned anything, or you would like to, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the description box down below if you have any ideas or anything you would like me to see me do in the future. I love reading all your comments, so please do leave me a comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye!